Economic author predicts the biggest crash in history and says he's buying Bitcoin. Robert Kiyosaki, the renowned author of the best-selling personal finance book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, has once again made headlines with his bold financial predictions. In recent days, Kiyosaki has warned what he calls the biggest crash in history, pointing to a bursting everything bubble that he believes will dwarf the infamous 1929 stock market collapse. Amid dire forecasts, the financial guru is not retreating from the markets, but seizing the moment to buy Bitcoin and other assets he considers safe havens, like gold, silver, those kind of things. On March 11, 2025, Kiyosaki took to X declaring the everything bubble is bursting. I'm afraid this crash may be the biggest in history. He suggested that this economic downturn could outstrip the Great Depression in scale, a claim rooted in his long-standing skepticism of traditional financial systems. Kiyosaki's warnings, however, are not new. He has been predicting the massive market crash for years, referencing his 2013 book, Rich Dad's Prophecy. Now, this is why I'm like shaking my head. I fully believe there's a crash coming. Absolutely. There's a huge crash coming because they need to crash the old to give rise out of the ashes to the new CBDC cryptocurrency collection tied to your social networks and everything, and a control system in place the new world order can use to either freeze or remove your funds or reward those who are doing as they're told. So that whole system tied to a chip or Neuralink implant is coming, and yes, it is going to crash to enable that to come. America, for example, owes so much money. The only person who could be owing money to is Jupiter or Saturn, because it makes no sense, and nothing is rooted in actual assets like gold anymore. That ship has sailed long time ago. So the disaster is here. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm telling you what I see as facts. But in the amazing Kiyosaki Rich Dad Poor Dad thing, I see a man promoting his book, and we've covered him on this channel before in previous years, and I see a man saying it's gonna happen right now, yoo-hoo, it's gonna burst. We're a year later and he's saying the same thing again. So he's lost a bit of credibility in my eyes with how quickly he says it's happening. I do believe it's going to happen shortly, and it will give rise to the new. But Kiyosaki should not be the spokesperson for the crash of the economic system anymore, since he's been saying this all the time and he constantly references his book. Yeah, go buy my book and you'll learn all about how this has crashed years ago, every year, or for the next few years until it does crash. And when it does, I'll say, see, I told you so. That's not really prediction or prophecy. That's just guessing and hoping for the right moment to kick. But that's my opinion on Kiyosaki. The truth of the matter is, part of the whole system, it has to crash so the new can rise. And that is coming really quickly. But I don't put a lot of weight behind Robert Kiyosaki having people rush out now and buy Bitcoin and other things and hope they're okay. The whole thing will crash and the new will rise from the ashes. And again, are we worried? No, because God is coming for his people and he looks after us. That's all we need to know. Shalom.